Before I get into my thoughts on this film, just a quick note that currently I am trying to get through a cold. So if my voice sounds any weirder than it usually does, and if I don't come off as that enthusiastic, well, that's why. So, with that said, onto Dracula Untold. Dracula Untold. In my opinion, it's pretty bad. The story follows Vlad Tapes, a well-respected warrior and family man. When his kingdom is threatened, he seeks help from an old vampire living in the mountains. After striking a deal, he becomes a vampire himself, and with his newfound powers, seeks to destroy and conquer. But as he will learn, sacrifice is the name of the game. I don't believe I've ever reviewed a vampire film before, so I'll just say right here and now that I am not a fan of vampire stories in general. And in all honesty, if I did not love cinema in general as much as I do, I probably would have just not seen this film and not given it a second thought. But I believe in giving every film a chance, so here we are. A lot like with other reboots, I'm sure the intentions were on the right path. Sadly though, this film falls apart faster than a vampire being burned to a crisp in the sun. But despite not being provided with the most ambitious and inspiring material, both Luke Evans and Sarah Gadon do their part to bring the screenplay to life and not make camp out of it. The CGI was also pretty badass, and the photography inside the mountain was really well done. Where I think the film could have improved is its believability, editing, and ending. Luke Evans goes on what I would call the monster's journey in this film, and in this film's case, the journey lacks soul and seems pre-planned to perfection. I find it odd that in need of a way to defeat his enemies, and more specifically, Dominic Cooper, Evans, without question, just goes back to the creepy vampire cave and strikes a deal that grants him 3 days to kill. That was a really bad reference to a film that I have not yet seen. In all seriousness though, wouldn't becoming a vampire be your last resort to saving your family? Do you have that little faith in your army? It's not like they abandon you before the fight, which actually leads me to the editing, because the way the action scenes are cut together, it's really hard to follow what's going on, because like the scenes are intense, but they're more of a chore than a joy to watch unfold. When it comes to the ending, the filmmakers are clearly setting up for the second film, which is fine, it makes sense, but the way it's done is half-assed and makes no sense. Overall, I think this film had potential, but the character I don't feel was given the proper time of night. Really bad joke. I'm thinking with a different director who isn't making his feature film debut, the sequel, if there is one, should be good. I give this film 2 out of 5 stars. Thank you very much for your time. Have an awesome day.